Hi, everybody. Back again. Today, we're on day 6 of our assignments and just wanted to go over kind of an overview. I know many families have been flexing this, and that's totally okay. And for some of us, we like to go exactly how it's scheduled, and that's cool. Again, students, this stands for morning work, so hopefully you've been able to keep up with some of those. However, works best for you, just a little bit of practice of all your different skills each and every day. So today was morning work number 85. Um, Tonight is our first day to start our new book, Charlotte's Web, and we're reading chapter 1. Okay, this is obviously a children's classic by E.B. White, and just a very enjoyable read. And I know many of you are familiar with this story. Also, you had a reading skills sheet number 26. And now these are the untimed ones. These are the ones where you read it and then we answer the questions. They usually have, sometimes we're drawing or doing puzzles that have to just improve not only our knowledge about types of literature, types of writings, but also just our reading comprehension, understanding it in a different level, finding inferred facts and things like that. So keep up with those. We have one of those each day this week, just to help boost the reading skills since we're not able to be together. Obviously, you just keep reading, for fun and enjoyment. Read a book to your parents. Read a book to a brother or sister. You can FaceTime or Zoom with family members. Read a story to them. Read them your Charlotte's Web homework. Make it fun and exciting. You can record yourself and send it to me. Just make it fun. In another video, we've already gone over our language pages for today, reviewing irregular verbs and subject-verb agreement. For math today, you only had a front side to do. And let me show you guys that really fast because actually not the front side. You got to skip the front side. This part here was showing you how to give back change. And this is really hard. It's hard for many adults to do if they're not used to it or haven't been exposed to it. I've just found that if you want to do this for fun and challenge and mom and dad or grandma or grandpa have time to sit down with you and go over that, that is great. It's not something I expect you to be proficient at. It's not something that you'll be tested over, but it is an important skill, learning how to give back change. It also just improves just your ability with money and your to count it back. But if that's confusing, just skip it. This would give you at the bottom an extra practice with a story problem. Again, you don't have to do that, but if you do it, I will check it. This is the side that you do need to do for today. All right, just reviewing the money. So make sure that you're reading the directions carefully, crossing out the exact bills. And I will tell you, if you can make it kind of clear for your teacher, for me, which coins you mean to cross out to get the amounts here in the box. Then we have just comparing. Can you recognize which amounts are larger than the others? And again, adding and subtracting. Just like with other numbers, it's important to be able to add and subtract correctly with money. There will be some borrowing and carrying here. So remember, if the number on top is smaller, you have to make it bigger than the number on the bottom, and you'll have to borrow, just like we did even when the dollar sign and decimal point weren't there. I will be sending your parents or posting a picture of the answers so they can check them for you. Here we have a story problem about Kendra, and she has a $5 gift card to the ice cream shop. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? And she wants to get something for herself and for John. And so she's looking here at the menu, trying to figure out what they could get. There is more than one right answer. She can spend all of her $5, or she could choose 2 items and have some change left over. Okay, so you have some flexibility there. She just can't go over $5. At the bottom, they want you to just count the money. Again, they're getting us some practice here, recognizing different denominations of the bills, not just 1s and 5s, but they have some 10s in here. So it's good to get familiar with money and be proficient with using it. Don't forget to, we'll go back to our chart. Today in science, I'll go back to math. You have a reteaching sheet on fractions and ordering fractions. So remember, the top of that page explains what it's about, and then they give you some practice questions at the bottom. So these are concepts that we did, it seems like quite some time ago, but it's good to get them back out, look at them, make sure that we're still feel secure in those skills, keeping them sharp. And you had some math facts to do today. So you had, you're supposed to do one of those math facts page. They were bundled together. Just keeping those times facts sharp and quick. The better you know your math facts, the easier math will be as you move up. You can get your homework done a lot faster and more accurately. Today in science, you're going to read some more about weather. I hope you've been enjoying this chapter. We've had some interesting weather, some nice weather and some storms and high wind. So we are getting to experience some weather. I hope you're also keeping track of some of those days, recording the temperature and what the weather conditions are like. So today you're going to read in your science book pages 171, 172, and 73. So you have a page on temperature and about how we measure that using, degrees Fahrenheit. But in science, we talk a lot. Remember, we use Celsius in science. You're also going to talk about wind, which is, well, at least at my house, it's very windy today. So that one is very appropriate. And we can see the differences between gentle breezes and strong breezes. And they even talk about trade winds here at the bottom and how that affects travel along the oceans. Okay. Nice thing here on page 173 is you see some of the tools. You saw the thermometers on 171. Here we have a weather vane. Talks about how it tells us what directions the wind is blowing from. This, the anemometer, okay, and you will see these sometimes if you're driving by. We have little weather stations set up in various communities so they can actually get good weather readings where people actually live. And this one is really cool and very neat weather tool. It measures wind speed. Okay, so that might be something that you'd want to check to see what our wind speed is today. And then tomorrow, then you can do the workbook pages that go with it here, right? If it's easier to do these together, do them together. Okay, and then you could skip science a day. That's fine with me. If reading it's enough and you want to do the workbook pages the next day, cool. It's all good. History, just working on those map skills. So you want to get your, those are all stapled together. So you want to find page 55. And again, we're working on how to read maps. And in your spare time, which you probably don't feel like you have much right now, but maybe you do. You know, it's important. When we had time together, we were working on learning our 50 states. So that might be a fun thing as a family, is that we can all, be able to start learning. Can you label a map of all 50 states? Maybe you have a states puzzle. That would be an awesome way to learn them. Again, with cursive, we're practicing our cursive letters. And I'm trying to think, I think the packet you're on right now are all uppercase letters. And the second packet has both lowercase and uppercase, but just getting better at that. Most of you have really good handwriting, or we all have the ability to do better, really, myself included. So the more we practice good handwriting, the better we'll be. So I hope these videos help a little bit, and I'm looking forward to getting to talk to you. See you soon. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.